2022, the Norton Shores Police Department received a call to assist with a medical emergency. Upon reaching the scene, officers encountered Shanda Vander Ark, who reported that her teenage son was unresponsive. Emergency Medical Services, or EMS, was guided to the basement, where they assessed 15-year-old Timothy Ferguson. Unfortunately, Timothy's body had already begun to stiffen, and he exhibited no pulse. EMS declared Timothy deceased, establishing the time of death. The subsequent body cam footage captures the initial discussions between officers and Shanda, as well as her other son, Paul Ferguson.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Officer Stefanich. Right now, we got some people coming over to talk to you, okay? You have another son inside the house?
I do. Yeah.
Are they sleeping still right now?
One of them is, yeah. The 20-year-old's awake.
He's 20?
No, the 20-year-old's awake.
Okay.
He's been wearing really loose clothes the last couple of weeks.
He's really skinny.
He's really skinny, and I didn't notice till this morning because he wouldn't, I asked him if he's okay, and he would not answer me. He's 15. He's been...
He has autism?
Yeah.
Like a high functioning?
Yeah. I had no clue how bad it was. Oh my God. Like I said, he did this back in, my husband's stroke was January 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So he did this back in, second week of January for almost 3 weeks. And then he ate something last night. I can't remember what it was now, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Where's your husband now?
He's down at his parents' house because he can't get in our house because of his drunk. He can't get up the stairs.
Oh.
And nobody's answering the phone at their house.
You can go back in the house if you want, but I gotta keep the basement secure. You can't go down there, okay?
I had no idea. I would have taken him in or something.
Now, you said the last time you saw him was 5:30 this morning?
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
He had fallen out of bed.
At 5:30?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't earlier?
I mean, it's possible. I thought it was 5:30, but I wasn't super awake. I heard a thump, and I came down, and he's kind of laying on his side, kind of like, what the heck? And I reached out, and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah. And I reached out and he pulled himself up. And I asked him if he's okay. And I just asked if he hit his head. He said, no, I think I hit my knees on my chest. I think. He couldn't tell me how he fell. Oh my God. No, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. He said it was okay. And then...
Do you have other family here in town?
Well, in West Olive, but they're not answering. Yeah. My father-in-law's an attorney.
Best thing to do is surround yourself with family. Help you get, because right now you're going through it by yourself, and you get overwhelmed.
I had no idea. How could I have missed that? He's been wearing baggy. I mean, he was wearing a hoodie for crying out loud, and I just didn't. His face didn't look like that. What the heck?
Now, what's your first name, ma'am?
Shanda, Shanda.
And what's your last name? Is it Ferguson also?
No, it's Vander Ark. Vander, space capital ARK. That's why I asked him to eat last night, because his face started looking a little thin. I'm like, okay, enough. And he wouldn't show. I'm like, let me see. Hold your shirt up. And he wouldn't hold his shirt up. He wouldn't do anything.
Did he get real skinny last time too?
Yes. The only reason I know is because my 7-year-old walked in on him accidentally when he was in the shower downstairs. And then my 7-year-old comes up and he's like, Mama, Timothy's really skinny. I was like, oh.
Was that this time or last time?
That was last time. That was like first week of February is when he discovered that. And I told him he was either going to start eating multiple times a day, or I was taking him to the hospital, and he didn't want to go to the hospital, so he
ended up eating on his own.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so this last time, was it because your husband's wasn't home?
But he hasn't been home since January 3rd. But he had a grand mal seizure. God, it's been 3 weeks ago now. And it was right after that. He actually mentioned he was hungry the day his dad and stepmom called to tell us they were divorced and moving to Florida last week.
Where do they live?
They lived in Oklahoma, but they moved to outside of Jacksonville, Florida, and they're not answering their phone either.
Okay. And that's his biological father?
Yeah. Yeah. He moved up here with us last May because his dad couldn't handle him. And he's been great. I mean...
Last May, like, as in May of last year or this year?
Yeah, May of last year.
Okay.
May of last year.
And he goes to school and everything, he was?
I've been homeschooling him online because it's high functioning. He's just done better at it. I can show you his grade report online. I've got all it's online.
Okay. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he was failing math, which is not unusual, but he was passing everything else.
What's his date of birth?
8/6 of 2006. I tried to check him in the last few days, and he just wouldn't let me anywhere near him. He didn't want a kiss, a hug, nothing.
Probably didn't want you to give him a hug, because then you could tell that he was...
I would have known. And I told him he was stumbling a little bit last night, but he's not the most coordinated kid in the world. And he said it was okay. And then he ate.
What was the last time he ate, you think?
Last night. No. Gabriel, keep him up there. He ate toast.
There's two. There's a 7-year-old and a 20-year-old.
The 7-year-old was asleep. I guess he's not now. Oh my God. I just made him eat. I don't know. I feel like such a failure. You see there's food in the house. Oh my God.
Where does he sleep at? Right there? In that room?
That loft bed.
Okay. So notice there's another loft bed in another room.
Yeah, that's my 7-year-old, but he's been sleeping with me since the youngest is my husband's and mine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been sleeping with me since his daddy had a stroke.
Okay.
Because he's scared. And I offered to let Timothy move in there but he wanted to stay in his bed. Oh my God. Oh, I should have made a feed. I should have done something. Can they really hide that from you like that?
They can hide a lot of things from you.
Oh my gosh.
What's your date of birth, ma'am?
3/13 of 79.
What's your phone number?
Sorry. Area code.
Okay. You can call it. You can make some calls if you want again.
I'll try again in a minute. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
Nothing I can say can help you through this. You know, the best thing is to do is just bring your loved ones in and just.
His baby brother doesn't know what's going on, and I have to tell him eventually, but I don't want to yet. Oh my gosh.
Well, we have to investigate every death. So I can't let anybody go in the basement for now.
Okay.
Medical examiner's going to be coming here in a little bit.
I'm sorry it's a little cluttered down there, but...
You're fine.
I'm sure y'all have seen a lot worse.
Okay. You're probably going to get asked the same questions multiple times, so I'm sorry for that.
It's fine. Like I said, I feel like I just missed something.
So if you want to...
How did he hide that from me?
How
did he do that? Oh. I work in White Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, that's a long way.
I'm law clerk to the circuit court judge up there. I love my job, but yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did this happen?
Pardon?
Where does he sleep?
Down there, right there in that room.
So that's...
The bed.
Yeah.
You see the pillow and the blanket and stuff?
He sleeps on the top bunk?
Yeah, it's a loft. There's no bottom bunk.
Okay.
There's stuff underneath it.
Oh, it's like a desk on the underneath?
Yeah, well, yeah, the desk got broken, but there's boxes underneath it.
So you heard him fall.
Yeah.
That woke you up?
Yeah.
And you went down there and he was...
And I helped him up. I asked him if he wanted something to eat, because the first time I noticed anything on even his face was last night. And he said, no, I'm not hungry. I said, did you hit your head? And then I checked his head to make sure he didn't have anything. I noticed he has some scratches on his face. I'm like, are you okay? No, I'm fine. And then I watched him get back up on his bed. And then I went back upstairs. And then I woke up and I wanted to check on him this morning when I was getting ready for work. So I went down there and I said something. I didn't see him wake up, and I shook him and didn't respond.
Was he on the bed when you came down there?
Yes.
And then you pulled him down and started CPR? Okay.
I called 911. And my 20-year-old was getting up because I was going to drop him off at work early, because his e-bike has a flat tire. Oh my gosh. I should have noticed this. I should have seen this. Oh my gosh.
Alright. We have people coming to talk to you called Victim Services. They'll help you through
Thank you.
the grieving process, because
Please. He's really good at hiding stuff. That's part of the reason his dad couldn't handle him, is because he kept lying about stuff.
how old is he?
15. He'll be 16 in August.
Okay.
But his dad texted me last May and said, I can't handle him anymore. I have to send him to live with you. And I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Why was that? What did he do that?
He said he was lying to him. He was destroying things.
Is he hard to deal with?
I don't think so, but I'm stricter than his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that, I mean, he's the lying's been a problem. But nothing major.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
No. He's
All teenagers
He's
lie.
tripped down the stairs a couple of times, like just half the flight. And then later he came back to me, admitted he did it intentionally. But I've asked him, I'm like, you're trying to hurt yourself? He's like, no, I just wanted to see what would happen. That's the way, a lot of times, he wants to see what would happen if he does stuff. And, oh my gosh.
And I guess he's prescribed ADHD medicine, but he's not taking it.
Yeah, because he wasn't able to sleep with it. And he was doing really well, and he asked me if he could not take it, and I said, okay. And it was killing his appetite, and that doesn't help. He quit taking it about the time of the first hunger strike, because when he finally started eating, and he was.
But he did eat last night, you said?
Yes. He had some toast with butter on it, is what he had. That's all he wanted to eat. He said his stomach was a little upset, he didn't want to eat anything else. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go check on the other kids.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
I know my 20-year-old's got my 7-year-old, but still.
Nope, that's...
Hey. Paul. You okay up here? I'm sorry, Splutter Joe. I'm really sorry. I knew I should have made him eat, but he just wouldn't. Did you notice it was covering up with his clothing? You didn't notice, never mind. I love you, dear, but you never noticed.
Do you have a picture of him before he started losing weight?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Nice pictures of him. Like a teenager.
You doing all right? Yeah, it's almost like you're in a daze. Like you don't know what's real and what's not. Have you been talking to him at all recently?
I talked to him yesterday morning to get him up.
That was right basically when we started.
Okay, so how long ago was that?
Did you know that he was in this hunger strike?
I think yeah.
I mean,
Did I tell you or not? I don't know if I did or
I
not.
don't think you did.
Because he's skin and bone.
I know, and it's just, how did he...
He's really...
Well, he doesn't communicate with him hardly at all. Like, they say hi and they don't... Yeah, he's...
Are you guys full brothers or half brothers?
They're full. The only half is the one that's in there.
Okay.
We are full.
Yeah.
I might as well get your name while I'm here. You're probably going to be asked this 1,000 times, but what's your first name, son?
Paul. P-A-U-L.
What's your middle name?
Byron. B-Y-R-O-N.
And last name?
Ferguson. F-E-L-G-U-S-O-N.
Nobody's answering the phone here.
What's your date of birth?
04 or
His dad's
10th of April 2002.
Do you have your own phone number?
I recently got a new phone, so I want to look at my new number.
Hold on, I'll find it for you.
And when was the last time you talked to Tim?
Yesterday morning when I was getting him up.
No, yesterday afternoon before you left for work. Before I picked you up and took you to work because your e-bike tire flat. You talked to him then.
I got off of work at 1 this morning.
Has he talked to you recently about his problems at all, or what he's dealing with?
No, he never said any word to me.
Did you guys have normal conversations?
I think the last time we did was before all of this happened. After that,
They
he just kind of shut
literally,
himself.
because he works a lot and they
Mm-hmm.
didn't talk.
Yeah.
And sometimes brothers will tell each other what
That's true.
they're not willing to tell their parents.
Why you went on hunger strike? I mean, assuming you didn't even tell me.
He didn't even know anything about it, he said, so...
Following their conversation with Shanda, officers turned their attention to the EMS crew that initially responded. A medic raised concerns about several peculiar observations. Notably, a webcam was discovered seemingly active, directed at Timothy's bed. Handcuffs were found in an open drawer, and Timothy's physical condition raised red flags. Being malnourished, with unusually small wrists and waist. Further examination revealed a skeletal appearance on his chest and back, accompanied by visible bruises. These unsettling details triggered suspicion among the officers. Seeking clarity, they requested Shanda's consent to search the home, but she declined.